Hey, this is Elsie's Forever 16. Today is January the 17th, the third Monday of January, which is the day that we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr., his celebration of his holiday. So, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and a social activist who led the civil rights movement in the United States from the mid 1950s until his death by assassination in 1968. He had the I Have a Dream speech when he was at Washington, D.C. Hope that maybe you all might take a moment and try to find that and listen to it on YouTube or Google it. Another person, though, you may have not heard about that was very instrumental in the civil rights movement and made a big difference. I want to honor today, and her name was Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges. I'm a certified teacher, and when I was doing my internship, I wrote about Ruby Bridges, and I made these little puppets, and this is Ruby here. But Ruby, she was a little girl. She was born in, I'll read a little bit about her life. She was born in Tylerton, Mississippi. When she was 4 years old, the family relocated to New Orleans, Louisiana in 1960. When she was 6 years old, her parents responded to a request from the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, and volunteered her to participate in the integration of the New Orleans school system, even though her father was hesitant. This is her father back here, her mother. Well, in the spring of 1960, Bridges was one of the 6 black girls in New Orleans to pass the test to determine determined whether they could go to the all-white school. Sorry, I want to get this up a little bit. 2 of the 6 decided to stay at their old school. 3 were transferred to another school, and Bridges went to a school by herself. Ruby was the only one assigned to William France. That was the name of the elementary school. Her father was initially reluctant, but her mother felt strongly that the move was needed not only to give her own daughter a better education, but to take this step forward for all African American children. Her mother finally convinced her father to let her go to the school. The court ordered first day of integrated schools in New Orleans, November 14, 1960, was commemorated by Norman Rockwell in the painting The Problem We All Live With. Well, anyway, it goes, as Bridges describes it, driving up, I could see the crowd, but living in New Orleans, I actually thought it was a Mardi Gras. That there was a large crowd of people outside of the school. They were throwing things and shouting, and that sort of goes on in New Orleans at Mardi Gras. Well, former United States Deputy Marshal, which I represent right here, this federal marshal, Charles Burks later recalled, she showed a lot of courage. She never cried. She didn't whimper. She just marched along like a little soldier, and we're all very, very proud of her. As soon as Bridges entered the school, white parents pulled their own children out. All the teachers refused to teach get your your Kleenexes. I tell you, it's a sad story, but that's why I want to tell it. But it has a happy ending, right? So all the teachers refused to teach while a black child was enrolled. Only one person agreed to teach Ruby, and that was Barbara Henry. And I have Barbara Henry right, where are you, Barbara? Here, this in the blue. She's the teacher. And she's holding a book, her book. So, anyway, we'll put her right here. And, let's see. Barbara Henry. Sorry. She was from Boston, Massachusetts, and for over a year, Henry taught her alone as if she were teaching a whole class. That first day, Bridges and her adult companions spent the entire day in the principal's office. The chaos of the school prevented their moving to the classroom until the second day. On the second day, however, a white student broke the boycott and entered the school when a 34-year-old Methodist minister, Lloyd Anderson Foreman, walked his 5-year-old daughter, Pam, through the angry mob, saying, "I simply want the privilege of taking my child to school." A few days later, other white parents began bringing their children, and the protests began to subside. Every morning as Bridges walked to school, one woman would threaten to poison her because of this, and the United States Marshals dispatched by President Eisenhower, who were overseeing her safety, allowed Ruby to eat only the food that she brought from home. Another woman at the school put a black baby doll in a wooden coffin and protested with it outside the school, a sight that Bridges Hall has said scared me more than the nasty things people screamed at us. At her mother's suggestion, Bridges began to pray on the way to school, which she found provided protection from the comments yelled at her on the daily walks. Child psychiatrist Robert Coles volunteered to provide counseling to Bridges during the first year at France. He met with her weekly in the Bridges home, later writing a children's story, and that's the story I read to my children when I was teaching, the story of Ruby Bridges, and it's called The Story of Ruby Bridges, to acquaint the children with Bridges' story. Other children with Bridges' story. The Bridges family suffered for their decision to send her to William France Elementary. Her father lost his job. The grocery store the family shopped at would no longer let them shop there. And her grandparents, who were sharecroppers in Mississippi, were turned off their land. She has noted that many others in the community, both black and white, showed support in a variety of ways. Some white families continued to send their children to France despite the protests. A neighbor provided her father with a new job, and local people babysat and watched the house as protectors and walked behind the federal marshal's car on the trips to school. And later on, Ruby Bridges grew up to be an activist, starting a foundation. But I just wanted to tell her story that, yes, Martin Luther King was wonderful, but there was other wonderful people like Ruby Bridges and like Rosa Parks, who refused to sit at the back of the bus. So anyway, so happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone. And like I say, go to listen to the I Have a Dream speech if you have a few minutes, because it was a very powerful speech that he made in Washington, D.C. And so anyway, Martin Luther King is a hero. I have such passion for, human rights, and that includes the unborn who are still not given the right to life. So we must, as my children, even my own children, had been discriminated before. I know I had a person in my family that got mad at my mother, and she called my own children half-breeds. So that is discrimination, and it is something I have personally dealt with. So because my children are part Filipino. So anyway, let's all realize that we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and we need to care about each other and care about ourselves. So let's go ahead and get up and do a little exercise. All right. Got my dogs back here. They just decided to get right in my way, but that's okay. We're going to work around that. So, okay, guys, let's move. Thank you. Let's go ahead. It's a nice cold day, but I hadn't decided to wear my jeans here. Let's go ahead and we're going to roll our heads. Let's go ahead and roll it to the right and left, or to the right and left and around and left, right, and around. Good. And now I want you to put your hand here and stretch this side as much as you can. Just pressing your hand, heel of your hand down. Now this side. Press your heel of your hand down. Stretching it. Alright, I want you to get your shoulders warm. Go back and forth. There you go. Good. Tummy's in. Now I want you to lunge side. See, you can do it in your jeans. It's okay. Let's just lunge side and side. Good. Lunge. I want you to go ahead and grab your weights. Let's grab our weights. Lateral lunge. Step side. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and lunge side to side. We'll use our weights. Let's warm up. Okay, now I want you to lunge front. And we'll just do here, curl, do curls. Rocky, you're going to have to move, sweetie. You're going to curl here. We're lunging. Alright, let's lunge the other way. Your bent back knee is bent. Tummy's in. Bend way down. Relax. Let's do those again. Lunge here, way down. Other way. Rocky, move. Sorry. Down. Ooh, did you feel that? Good. Alright, let's right here. Then side to side. Spin back. Good. I want you to squat. Feet a second. And squat down and up. Down and up. 3, 4. I'll do 16, huh? 5, 6. Bend down, hold it. And up. 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Turn the catty corner. I want you to put your foot in the back behind you. And we'll put your arms here. Hold it. Hold it. Balance. Foot off the ground, knees straight. Now I want you to bend your arms, round your arms. And then bend your knee. Bend both knees. Hold it. Balance. Good. And straighten. Straighten, hold it. Good. Tighten everything up. Tummy's in. Let's bend again. It's a little harder. And just round your arms around. Wonderful. Other way. Turn towards the corner. Raise your arms. Balance. Hold it. your arms. Knee up. Heel down in the back. Straighten it up. Woo. Take a second, breathe. And back it up a little. We can put our weights down here. And balance. Leg up. Stand up tall. And then bend your knee up. Round your arms. Your knee up. Good. Bend your both knees. And straighten. And close. Nice. Okay. All right. Go ahead and let's stretch down. Go ahead and stretch here. 1 second. You're going to sit in a second. That means with your legs apart. Sorry. I'm going to get my camera a little bit more angled. Alright. Legs apart. Stand up straight. Bend straight. Side. Stretching. Holding it here. Can you stretch it way down? Try to grab your foot or your leg. Alright, other side. Bend way over. Touch your leg. Sorry you can't see me. Scoot my dog out of the way. Alright, here we go. Bend to the side. And up. And bend to the side. And up. And bend to the side. Good. Bend forward. Just relax. When you do that, bend forward. Are you getting any further down? Keep trying. Just stretch it. Good. A little bit further. Okay, now I want you to grab a heavy weight. I got my 5-pounder here. You're gonna go back, put it behind you, but bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that's a hard one, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Okay, good. That's about all I can do there. Push-ups. Okay, with side taps. So you're here. Tap to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hips down. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Hold it. Nice. All right. Just go ahead and do bridges here. Just hold it. Tummy's in. This will warm you up. I know it's cold where you are. It's cold here, so I know it's cold up north. So, it's good. Alright, let's go ahead and stand. Do some jumping jacks. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, bigger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Jog. Hit your derriere. You do that. Good. Keep jogging. Let's hopscotch. We can get our weights if you want. Jog. Okay, freestyle. Do what you want. My weight's down. Do. We'll make our own music. Yes. Do whatever you want. Alrighty. Let's do Olympic runner. Whee! Olympic runner. Woo! Run fast. Keep running. Keep running. Very fast. What's it? Crossing legs. Jump up. 6, 7, 8, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Sure, ready to cool down? Alright, let's go head up. Go over, down, roll up. Cross your legs here. Keep your back leg straight, bend forward. Stretch forward. Stretching out, hold your feet, hands on the ground. Just keep your back leg straight. The front one is bent. Roll up. Woo. Other leg. Cross it, bend forward. Alright. I think we're going to stop right there. And everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, pray for this world, that discrimination will cease and there will be peace in the land that we live in this world. We do need peace. So let's start within ourselves and spread it outwards. Thank you, Martin Luther King, for your sacrifice. And all those, such as Ruby Bridges and Rosa Parks, and everyone that stood up for justice for God's people, and justice for all. And that includes everyone in this world. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.